Hey, Sue. How'd your day go? Oh, it was pretty good. Relatively mediocre, but aside from that, pretty pleasant. Oh, that's good. How's work, love? Oh, well, my day was, typical work day. Yeah, the store manager was in and he was being a pain in the ass as usual, but I did get my tasks done. One more day until Wednesday, so yay. A little bit late coming home, sorry about that. I had a 8-legged stowaway that almost landed on my head. Oh, that's awful. Yeah. You killed it, right? Oh, no, I didn't kill it. I ended up pulling over, and then I had to go to the passenger side of my car. And thankfully, I had like a little piece of cardboard on the floor. I don't know how that got there, but it was convenient. So I ended up knocking the spider down, got it onto the cardboard, and then I put it on a leaf and let it, on its merry way. Why didn't you just kill it? Hey, they're creepy, but I don't want to kill them. Not if I have to, Oh, well, all right. Well, I am glad you're home, because now I can record my episode of FanFic Critic. Wanted to wait for you to come home, actually. Oh? Well, why did you wait for me to come home? Well, because the creator is making me read not one, but 2 more chapters of the Spanish fly invasion of Bikini Bottom. I think I will be fine, but I wanted you to be home, just in case things take a turn for the worse, you know what I mean? Is that so? Well, now that you're here, I should probably get dressed and get on with the bloody review. Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine, Sue, but, hold on a minute. You got something on your neck. Oh, I do. All right, is it like right here or something? Yeah, just hold still and Vulcan pinch! Okay, there you go. There you go. Ah! Jesus fucking Christ, why are her eyes still open? Oh my God, that's creepy. All right, okay, she's definitely unconscious. Okay, I'm going to close those now. Let me just get these out of the way. Okay, nighty-night, Sue. Let's just get a little bit more comfortable. There you go. There you go. Sorry. Please don't be mad when you wake up. I'm sick and tired of her bullying you, so... Oh, God, I'm already regretting this decision. But, the creator... I've had it up to... here with you. I'm not bullying Susan. Haha, yes you are! So guess what? I'm going to be doing today's episode of FanFic Critic. In your face! Fucking creator. I really hope I don't regret. Would you look at that? It's already on. So that means you are spying. So that means you guys already know that I am doing today's episode of FanFic Critic. Oh, God, Susan is so going to murder me when she wakes up. I think that creepy look on her face after I knocked her out is foreshadowing of what's to come. Well, maybe she'll take it better than I think. I mean, she's a lot better than she used to be, and she doesn't have the phase pistol no matter what, so... Well, for old time's sake, I might as well do the old stinger. Hello, I'm the temporary fanfic critic. I read it, you listen. Oh, God, I can hear it now. The hat. The glasses. You look like the nostalgia critic. I don't care. I need the glasses. And this hat is not like his hat. And I'm not even wearing a tie. I'm not even wearing a white shirt. I'm wearing a hoodie and a polo. Oh, whatever. Oh, what a shock. The fanfic is there. So, yes, in case you guys weren't spying, but I think you guys were spying, the oh-so-lovely creator decided to tell Susan that she has to read not 1, but 2 more chapters of the Spanish fly invasion of Bikini Bottom. For how she was in the last episode. Creator, you keep doing all this shit to Susan, and then you wonder why she's getting pissed off at you. She's allowed to get a little sassy. That's why I'm doing today's episode instead. I knocked Susan out by doing the Vulcan pinch. I did it right, I think I did. I mean, she was unconscious, but she still had her eyes open, which was... So, yes. She's probably going to be very mad at me. But this is for her own good. And Susan's probably going to be watching this later. So I did this for your own good. I'm not going to make a habit of this. Trust me, I'm not going to make a habit of this. But I figure it's been years since I've reviewed a fanfic or read a fanfic out loud, so I should be able to handle it. Right, let's get this over with. Everyone already knows the author is Eurocat. Susan already read the first chapter, which was really disgusting. So I have an idea what I'm getting myself into. So let's get this over with. Chapter 2. Love doesn't just go through the stomach. Spongebob passed out and woke up tied to a bed. Tied to a bed? What the fuck is tied to a bed? Don't you mean tied to a bed? Behind. I know they're You know, you could still write this story without having it be freaking stupid spelling mistakes. I know it's deliberate, but okay. Deep breaths. Behind him was standing no other than Larry, the big lobster with steel pecs, skinny-legged beef jerky bum. Okay. Who just happened to be SpongeBob's secret crush. "What are you doing, Larry?" cried SpongeBob.
"I am here in desperate need for packing some fudge, so it's time to spread those cheeks apart."
"I don't think that's his voice, just go with it," said Larry. SpongeBob whimpered. "Wait, Larry, you can't do this just like these. This would have been rape."
"I don't care. I just want sex, with or without consent. And please refer to me from now on as Armored Rapist," said the horny lobster. He then used his huge crusty claws to widen SpongeBob's rectum. Raw fucking SpongeBob with no lube at all. Ugh. The intense anal corruption was so intense, repetitive is repetitive, it pushed SpongeBob's gallbladder from its place, spilling it all over his small intestine. The energetic wrapping should have been enough to being even the most sexful little devil back to reality, but something happened in SpongeBone's acidine brain. He liked the intense annihilation of... It's supposed to say annihilation of, but they just kind of combine the two words. Of his squishy, hole-filled rectum. SpongeBob not only started enjoying what started as ass rape, he also started dominating in the intercourse. His spongy, saggy, large intestine started dancing tango with the armored peen, overwhelmingly pacifying it with glee and taming the beast and expelling the rape demon from the armored rapist. So the raper became the raped. "This is why I retired from doing this shit." Larry's enormous left him starstruck, slobbering like a doji baudet. I'm not French. I might have a little bit of French. Okay, sorry, Susan in the background. "Why are you Americans so obsessed with your genealogy?" "Hey, sweetie, it was your genealogy that found out that we were distantly related." Okay, let's not piss Susan off more than she's already going to be when she wakes up. For the rapist has now become SpongeBob's bitch. SpongeBob was laughing like a hyena. And he finally found out what Comics Nicks meant with the term laughing raped hyena. Okay, my mind is literally wiped clean of Comics Nicks. Like, his stories were so bad that I don't even remember reading them anymore. In fact, there's a lot of things from my past, for the past 10 years, that I don't really remember anymore. Isn't Pete... Okay, I'm not going to say anything else. He got himself a new boy toy. SpongeBob then looked at the clock and saw that he's late for work. He ran as fast as he could, leaving the flabbergasted dazed lobster drooling on the bed sheets. He ran fast, but the recent encounter made sure he was moving his legs like a cowboy. Okay. On his way there, he was one of a sudden grabbed by a wrinkled fin. It was Mary, still rocking her purple dress, and smelled like a pot of cooked socks. That's just lovely. I'm going to just do a random voice for her because I don't really remember her voice. "Hey there, SpongeBob! Do you remember when you scammed me with the chocolate you were selling? It's time you pay me back." "But I don't have money," whimpered the sponge. "Don't worry, I have different plans for you. I guess I'm going to be Mickey Mouse for this reading. Ha ha!"
So the old hag with a massive grin on, said the old hag with a massive grin on her face. As soon as she said that, she grabbed Spongebob, pushed a mysterious blue-colored pill down his gut, and then shoved the sponge's face between her legs right into her lady star. SpongeBob was forced to eat out the 100-year-old withered vaginal lips and dried up clitoris of the old dame. He was playing Mary like a harmonica, just like Bill used to do with harmonica. Who the fuck is Bill? Mary thankfully took her heart pills so that the intense pleasure didn't result in her kicking the bucket. I didn't think she was that old. Isn't she supposed to be the driving lady? The ordeal continued harder, and SpongeBob's entire head was inserted into the cobweb-covered vagina. Okay, maybe you should go to a gynecologist if your vagina is covered in cobwebs. The entire place felt leathery, and it was obvious that no natural lube was here produced in decades. Well, how would this be pleasurable for her? You need... I'm not giving sex advice to a freaking... Despite this, he was pushed further until his face pressed directly into the cervix, penetrating it with his nose. SpongeBob now learned about the everyday life of his distant relatives, the vaginal sponges. He didn't like... Not at all. Neither do I. Why did I think this was a good idea? During the ordeal, the pills started to work and SpongeBob's member hardened. Finally, said Mary, squirting the sponge out. SpongeBob was about to puke. He knew that woman's cum consists mostly out of urine. No, it doesn't. The fermented urine from the saggy, putrid urethra had a distinct stink to it, similar to that of spoiled eggs, rotten red onions, and coriander mixed together. Okay, if your vagina smells like that, go to a doctor. Now, fuck me as hard as you can, huh? Said Mary. Apparently, she's still talking because there's no ending quotations, embracing the sponge with her crusty, silvery, hairy legs, preventing him to move anywhere. Ha-ha! SpongeBob was fucking the broad, and at the same time, got fucked over. Ha-ha! But the true torture hasn't happened yet. One of a sudden, he saw that Mary's mummified mother was also there. Oh, good. Other quotations. So, okay, I'm going to do a really creepy... Again, I don't know what this character sounds like, because I haven't watched SpongeBob in God knows how long. Oh, Mary, since your papa passed away, I only had downstairs visits by hard glass dildos. Why would you use a glass dildo? What if it breaks inside of you? Ouch! Oh, dildos. I can still remember when they were first invented. Hard, pleasurable, erotic dildos. I always hated them! Mary, don't be so selfish. I need a real man. The last time I had such fun was back when that big plane and fireworks parade happened at Hawaii in the 40s. Mary reluctantly let go of the sponge and directed SpongeBob's head into the entrance of the sulphurous cunt that gave birth to her God knows when. Since then, the entrance changed dramatically, and frankly, it looked a lot like Reza Tomate. Author's notes. You did this on purpose just to piss me off! Use Google to see what it is. Ha! Guess what? No! The old lady gases. What the fuck is gases? From the loose viney vulva resulted in SpongeBob vomiting all over the decomposing lady before passing out. Mary's mother didn't mind it, though. You know that vomit is... whatever. It's been decades since she felt this much warmth from another person. Sponge Goat being unconscious was probably for the better, since no one, including the author of this fanfic, wants to know what the two ladies did to him while he passed out. When he woke up, he noticed that every part of his body had traces of ointment, smelled like a combination of peppermint and moist fungus-infected retirement home, and there were denture marks everywhere, including you-know-where. Not only that, all of his holes had a strange itching sensation. STD. SpongeBob tried to forget what just happened, which was hard since his grandma used to do the same thing to him when he was a kid. Oh, that's lovely. Child rape. How could this story get any fucking worse? He felt like a woman who accidentally went into a Swedish no-go zone. Okay, I would not know that because I've never been to Sweden. He lied on the ground, crying rivers of sorrow alone on the sand. He has to be careful, though. Inhaling too much sand can cause, I'm not even going to attempt to say that word, more commonly known as silicosis. Silicosis? Whatever. SpongeBob's self-pity got so bad that he had it and vomited through his face. That meant to say turned, but it says tuned out to be a bad idea because he nearly choked on the resin that has been clogging his intestines for the past week or so since he ate pine needle soup. Ugh. Wait a minute, he lives in the sea. How would they have pine needle soup in the sea? But then again, in Spongebob, there's fire under the water. This is the first and last time he took advice from an anti-vax vegan beauty guru and even had to pay $40 for it. He wanted to quit right there and go somewhere to hide and jerk off, but the author of this fanfic had other plans for him, and with his magical creator powers, he just had to push a few buttons on a laptop and Spongebob was forced to go to his job. Much to his dismay, one chapter down, one more to go. Creator, look what I'm doing. You think Susan's sassy? Look what I'm doing. Should probably be a little quieter. I don't need her to wake up prematurely and jump tackle me in the middle of this review. Chapter 3, Job Changes. The sponge walked and walked and walked until he came to the place that used to sell Krabby Patties, but it changed overnight. Instead, the old wooded vintage, once retirement home, then fast food restaurant, there was a building of a different nature. One with bright neon lights and many new floors beneath what was a restaurant. The new name of the place was the Horny Crab, since it is now a brothel. Almost everyone from the entire town is in it, like flies on a fresh buffalo turd. Spongebob gasped. He was curious and at the same time worried. He knew that he would no longer be taking care of the patties there. Well, considering that you were wiping your frickin' spatula on your pimple ass, it's probably a good thing that you're not making Krabby Patties anymore. And this was before the Spanish fly invasion. His previous life dream crumbled like 3 months old Christmas cookies. Nevertheless, he stepped inside. Get rid of the word went, like a good modern manual laborer should. The moment he opened the door, he saw that the air tasted like sex. Well, yes, it's a brothel. One could smell blasphemy all over the place. Drunken, sweaty fish everywhere. Some were stripping, some were dancing, some were drinking and smoking, some were throwing money, some were picking it up, some were passed out, and others were taking advantage of the former. There seemed to be no end to what's happening. Mr. Krabby Pimp was there up with his daughter, who enjoyed nothing more than getting pearl necklaces. I'm just going to assume it's actual pearl necklaces, and that it's not some terminology for something way naughtier, which it probably is. Krabby Pimp transformed the Krusty Krab into a porn club. You already said that. It had everything from stripping to prostitution. Something for everyone, except for prude religious nutcases that can't enjoy life and want to ruin the fun for everyone else, too. What are you doing? Okay. Oh, God. That was the worst. Oh, my God. I'm trying to sound like Mr. Krabs, but I sounded like that was like a really atrocious Irish accent. He's not even Irish. I'll just read him normally. Yelled Krabby Pimp. Not only... Okay, I'll try to do the pirate voice. Not only are you 2 hours late, you also aren't doing your job. Don't just stand there. The people here are horny and have money to spend. Money that can belong to me. Well, at least not much has changed about him. SpongeBob whimpered. But Mr. Krabs, you didn't enlighten me yet with my new job. Why is there a period after the quotation when there's already a exclamation point inside the quotation? Time is money, so let's make this quick, said Krabby Pimp. He continued, you can sell burgers and do well, but real business with more money lies in other things. This right here is the opportunity. It costs a lot, but there is a demand in how things are right now. Everyone wants to have a part in it. I installed several floors beneath the restaurant. The lower you go, the more insane pleasure awaits you, as long as you can withstand it, or pay for it, of course. There Here, where the restaurant used to be, you have the simple shit. Catwalk, strip poles, bar drinks, club music, and in short, while Puff Mama will come and sing southern songs for the armpit-scented atmosphere.
Armpit-scented? Ew.
Now, if you take the stairs down, and we get to the fuck rooms, here we have an entourage of willing servants who will have sex with everyone who pays them.
I'm assuming this is all his dialogue.
On the third floor, we have Dickward's S&M room, where he does whatever is your kink, but he prefers to spank you till you can't feel anything anymore and you're blue, green, and red all over. The strange thing is that since he returned from his break earlier, he no longer looked as enthusiastic as before. Who cares as long as this doesn't interfere with his job? I don't care. On the fourth room, we have the toy box, where all kinds of things await you. We have everything. And lastly, the fifth room is for those who are brave enough, as well as stupid enough to enter. It's the anal roulette room. Now, please, Spongebob. It's supposed to say SpongeBob, but it's... Ugh. Take Pearl to the second floor, and then go down to the last floor where all you need to do is collect money, ignore the people who don't want to comply, and write down everything that is useful.
SpongeBob did what he was ordered to do. He went with Pearl downstairs, and we all know that in places like these, going downstairs can result in pretty much anything. Everything. Okay, I did say that right. Pearl really matured overnight. Had she not been a whale, one would think she's a traditional worker from Ukraine. Big breasts. Do whales have breasts? Pink lipstick, blondie ponytail, a shovel of makeup, revealing clothes with panties almost as tight as SpongeBob's. Furthermore, she just graduated in French abortion arts, meaning she was now just as good at blowing the love whistle as she is at playing her sax. She is ready for the job. I'm just going to wing her voice. My daddy told me to get as much experience as I can. Then I'll earn lots of money. And once the old man kicks the bucket, I'll learn everything and move to Vegas, she said joyfully while walking down to the first basement floor. It's quite rare to see such young people with determined life goals, but Pearl learned from her father that love normally fails and it's gone, while needing money is lifelong. One day I'll be as big as Taylor Swift, said the fish mammal. You go, girl, and luckily, just like her, you too have a name that sounds like a cleaning agent, said SpongeBob while avoiding the swings of Pearl's wrecking ball hips. Damnation, how long is this staircase? We're only walking to one floor. Oh, why was I reading that like spin? I think it was because in the other chapter, the first chapter that Susan read, Squidward said damnation. I don't even know who's supposed to be talking here. It doesn't, I'll just read it. I'll just read it as the girl. Damnation, how long is this staircase? We're only walking to one floor below. Or floor, it should say floor below. And my petite lady fins are already having enough. Good thing I have to do my job either kneeling or laying down when I have my meeting with Mr. One-Eye. And that was the end of chapter 3. Well, what a delightfully atrocious, god-awful piece of shit story! And there's still 4 more chapters to go! And knowing the creator, she's probably going to try to make Susan read more of them in the future. We get the gist of this story, creator. I don't think we need to read any more of it. Frickin' fuckhead. Ugh! Again, I'm not making a habit of doing this, and I'm already regretting this decision. I'm definitely regretting this decision, not because of the impending doom of Susan downstairs, but also because I was reminded why I retired from this shit to begin with. What kills me is that there's plenty of good fanfiction out there. There's tons of good fanfiction out there. But no, we get sent shit like this. And shit like this floods the internet. Poor Sue. She really did not know what she was getting herself into when she became the new fanfic critic. But I feel like she can handle this way better than me. I mean, this was my first episode back and I was losing my shit. Yeah. Well, I'm the former fanfic critic. I used to read it, you used to listen, now you listen to Sue. I am never, ever, ever doing this again. No, I'm not. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. I need to check on Sue. Hopefully she won't murder me. Oh, no, this light's still like this. Okay. When did that break? Oh, well. Bye! Shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have fucking done that. Oh, God. Sue's gonna be so freaking pissed. You know what? I can make her dinner. Then I can give her a nice massage. And she's gone! Maybe she's like under the blanket or something? Not under the blankets, love. You know, it's rather funny, because you didn't actually knock me out when you did your attempted Vulcan pinch, dear. I didn't knock you out? Oh, no. You paralyzed me temporarily. Hence the reason why my eyes were open. So I heard everything that you said, and I could hear you upstairs. Oh. Sorry? You know, I think I'll do you a favor and teach you how to properly do a Vulcan pinch. Oh, no, that's not necessary, Sue. I insist on it. Sue, please don't. There you go. Bloody idiot. That's how you properly do a Vulcan pinch, not that nonsense that you did earlier. What if you had permanently paralyzed me? Why am I talking to her? She's unconscious. And she's definitely unconscious because her eyes are closed. I shouldn't have done that. She meant well. Oh, bollocks. Now it looks like I'm the one that needs to apologize. I can't take it back now. Well, I might as well rewatch the footage, edit it. Might as well. Well, it might be a while, so let me get her more comfortable first, just in case she's unconscious for a bit. There you go, dearie. Sorry.